Yo, what's up boys? Since the last time we spoke, we have surpassed 7,000 subscribers, and as today we surpassed 1 million views on the channel, which is mind-blowing to me. I want to thank you guys so freaking much for all the love and support. Even this time that I have been absent, you guys been smashing it with the comments and likes, and all the positivity around the channel has been completely insane and has brought a lot of motivation for me to keep on going. So what I wanted to talk about, if you guys want to interact more with me, I frequently answer guys on Discord and Twitch, so you can join both. You can follow my Twitch, join my Discord server, and if you guys want to interact, ask questions, I'll always be there for you, so just simply hit me up and I'll try my best to help you out. Another thing I wanted to talk about is me lacking motivation on making videos, which I've been slowly regaining, and I want to give a big shout out to my girlfriend for that, and you guys for leaving the nice comments and everything else. It keeps me up and keeps me going, so thank you for that, boys. Want to give out a promise that I'll try to post as much as I can, as frequent as I can, as I used to before, so keep an eye out for that. And I know this Mirage guide has been long anticipated, so let's not waste time and jump back into the video. So we're gonna start off with the mid smokes. I'm gonna show you all the mid smokes that you guys need, but first and foremost, if you guys want to skip something, there will be timestamps in the video player and in the description down below, so check them out. If you guys want to skip some part, just do so. We're gonna start off with the mid smokes, as I said before, but I wanted to say top mid smoke. So basically there's this default one, of course. You just simply jump on top of the bin, pre-aim this antenna over here or this antenna over here, it doesn't matter. The smokes, as you can see, pretty much lands in the same position. But what I want to show you guys, not the spawn smokes because they're gonna take too long. If you guys want me to, I can make a meme video with all the spawns if you guys want to. I think it would make great content. So basically from these two corners right here, let's start off with the bin. Simply pre-aim this connection part a little bit down below it and simple left click throw. And from this corner, just simply pre-aim the tip of this antenna. These smokes are really great to know if you guys if you throw from the short side, where you throw the short smoke, you can go fast AAPS or you can go fast ramp, depending on what your team has decided to. So next up, I'm going to show you the window smoke right here from the bin. Once again, pre-aim the middle of this thing over here and simply hold D plus jump throw at the same time. As you can see, the smoke lands inside of the window. I can show you guys a 64 tick version as well. It's not going to work here on 128 tick, but I can just simply show you the lineup. I think this is the most simplest and most reliable 64 tick smoke. What you want to do is you want to pre-aim here and you want to shift walk until you hit this thing over here. As you can see it. As soon as you see it, just simply jump throw, and on 64 tick, this smoke will land inside of the window. Next up, top connector smoke, really simple as well. Pre-aim the inside of this window frame and crouch walk until you hit the carpet and simply jump throw. As you can see, the smoke lands on top connector. Next up, I can show you guys the short smoke that was popularized by Lobanitsa. Just simply pre-aim this dot over here and jump throw once again. As you can see, really great smoke to use. CDs don't have much space when this smoke is thrown. So moving forward, when you're taking mid, I like to, if you don't have any nades, especially when you're playing matchmaking, so easy to farm kills, I'll probably put a clip or two in the left side of the screen. So basically what you want to do is you want to pre-aim this antenna over here, simply left click throw, and then you peek with the flash, and it's pretty easy if you're pretty good at aiming. From top mid, if you want to smoke window, what you can do is you can pre-aim right here in the middle of antenna connection part. Just simply walk and throw the smoke. I throw the smoke usually when you pass this bump over here. You're gonna feel like a bump over here. You just pass it and then you throw it. You can throw it while standing here as well. What you want to do then is pre-aim the tip of this antenna over here and you want to go up until this thing. So basically you do it like this, go up until here and simple left click throw. This smoke is more reliable because maybe sometimes if you haven't practiced this running smoke enough, you might miss it. I tend to miss it as well, like maybe 1 out of 50 tries, but it happens. So it's nice to know both of the smokes if you guys taking mid. Of course, there's the short smoke as well from top mid, and there's top connector smoke. It's gonna be hard to show you guys the top connector smoke because I'm playing with the left side view model, and most of you guys probably play with the right one. So you can check my 64-tick Mirage smokes video, it should be there. I will quickly try to show you a few more nades for mid. Of course, the top like connector Molotov that you will need is following this line until the top, simple left click throw. Be fast when throwing it. I would suggest you pre-aiming that position already when you come out because CTs tend to push top con or from the bottom of the connector, peek with an op, or they usually smoke it off and just peek. So be aware of that. When you creep up towards connector, or when your teammates are asking you for a top connector flash, what you want to do, I come here and pre-aim, there's like this line, I go on the left side and simple left click throw. Tell your teammate to turn around just like this and peek after the flash pops. But what most pro teams tend to do nowadays is they just simply creep up towards connector, smoke off top con, and afterwards throw a Molotov against wall like this, and then they proceed to spamming the default position CTs play in. In most situations, when CTs, either what they do is they fall back or they come to this corner over here, and it never ends good for them. Either they get spammed over here or they get killed while hiding in there. Another flash that you will need to know when taking perhaps short is the ladder pop flash. In my situation, pretty much like I would say this is the range where you can stand in. Just simply hug the wall and pre-aim this thing over here. Left click throw, really simple to remember, really effective when your teammates are pushing. Of course, just in case, tell them to turn around before they're peeking. Should be an easy kill for them. So now we're gonna move towards the A side. I'm gonna start off with, I think, which is the Pugger's worst nightmare, the jungle smoke. Basically, there's 3 lines here. You want to go in the middle of the last one, then turn around and you will find a stain over here. Follow the pillar on your left side, go a little bit above the middle of it, and simple left click throw. We're gonna combine this jungle smoke together with the stair smoke. I'm gonna show you what CTs can see and how you should play the situation. So for the stair smoke, we're gonna rethrow first and foremost the jungle smoke. I think most of the guys already know this one. I usually go in the middle of this thing and until the middle of this gap right here, and it should land on stairs. So as you can see, there will be a gap for CTs to exploit. So what you want to do is, of course, you want to smoke CT. In a second, I'll show you that as well. And what I tend to do is plant anti-default. If you have a guy lurking towards connector or short, he can jump window and kill off the guys through jungle. So as I mentioned, the CT smoke, come to this middle line over here, turn around, find this edge, and simply jump throw. This smoke is really great. And if somebody is peeking from ticket, what you can do is you can simply spot him off. Maybe the smoke seems visible right now, but when the player jumps off, you can see his whole body. And of course, you can combine it together with this Molotov from Tetris. If you guys are afraid while planting the bomb in default or anti-default, somebody will jump up. So pretty simple here. Of course, when you go out, you can usually the player who throws the stair smoke throws the flashes as well. Just simply throw them over, 2 flashbangs will do, and your teammates can push and proceed taking the A side. Really simple. If you guys go out contact A, maybe you Molotov under shadow or you Molotov default. Here's the Molotov for shadow from Palace. Pretty simple to do as well. What you can do, of course, you can throw all of the smokes that I showed you, but I'm gonna show you like deeper jungle smoke and a deeper connector smoke so you can take more control. And of course, I'm gonna show you the CD smoke as well. So let's start off with jungle. What I do is there's this thing over here. I go a little bit to the right and then I go down here until this like a wire, I would say, like this connection part is holding it, and it should land in the middle of jungle. Nobody should abuse the smoke. There's a little gap that CDs might abuse coming through the right side. As you can see, there's like a smoke cloud. Just so you know, if somebody throws the smoke, you can abuse it a little. So when it comes to top con smoke, just come right here. I don't aim at the top that like most players do. Aim at the bottom, it gives a better result. Go until around here and simple left click throw once again. As you can see, the smoke lands on top connector and the stairs should be a little bit visible. Of course, CDs can push out, but you should be able to take control of that. With the CD smoke, what you want to do is you want to come here and pre-aim this thing over here. Just simply aim in the middle of it. A great CD smoke gives a little bit of a one-way for CDs, just so you know. As you can see, if he jumps up, it seems like a one-way for him. So be aware to multiply it together with this ticket box Molotov to be safe. So before we move towards CD side, there's so many great B smokes that I want to show you guys. We're going to start off with the arch smokes, which is definitely a go-to when your guys on a force buy. Max 10 Mirage B works. I would say it's a 50-50 gamble. It's really effective to do. So what you're going to do for the first arch smoke, you want to hug this pillar over here, find this left side corner, simply pre-aim it, jump throw, and for the second smoke, simply come here, find the upper curve. As you can see, there's two curves, aim in the middle of it, and simply jump throw. As you can see, both smokes land in the arch. Really great. Next up, of course, you can throw a kitchen smoke while you're rushing down, just like that. Or in other rounds, what you can do, you can smoke off short if you guys are going for B control. It's really simple to remember this lineup as well. Really great smoke, lands right here. And if somebody's playing short or a window guy with the op is jumping up cat and he's trying to spot you guys coming out from B house, he can't manage to do so. Of course, you can throw the both pillar smokes from B apps as well. I'm going to show you that right now. As you can see, find this B arrow and there will be like this red dot. Just pre-aim it, go up again. Remember, it's so easy to remember these two lineups because again, you have to aim at this upper curve. Just simply jump throw is the first one, and for the second one, come right here. There will be another smoke from this position, but for this one, just find this antenna, go in the middle of these two, and simple left click throw. Once again, you have both arch smokes down and ready to go. The other smoke I wanted to show you from this position right here is the side default smoke. If you guys are going with like P250s on a low budget and you have only one smoke, I would definitely suggest you guys throwing this one. If you're going contact, just simply go until almost the wire, a little bit below it. Simple left click throw, the smoke is gonna land on default, just like that. And if somebody's playing right here behind the site, what you can do is you can jump out of the window and plant anti-default. Leave one guy in B apps, get the bomb down, because if a guy is backside, he's probably gonna spam the default position. He's gonna miss all of his bullets and you will get a free bomb plant. If a guy is perhaps B apps, it's really simple for him to see the approaching CDs and try to get a pick. So it's a really great position to plant. I would even suggest you planting more there than planting in the default spot. So a few more nades for B. I wanted to show you two one-way smokes and a Molotov. The Molotov will be for bench. I'm gonna start off with that. What you want to do is you want to come here and then you want to aim in the middle of the window, a little bit above the middle of it. Make few steps forward and just release. Really simple lineup to remember, and it will secure that the guy burns out if he's playing there. So of course, don't forget to Molotov car. Bounce it off the wall. I've seen so many times that somebody just runs and hits the barrel right here, and the guy simply here just stays alive and gets a few easy kills. So just bounce it off the wall, simple and easy. Next up, the Molotov, the one-way smoke that I wanted to show you. The first one is this from the fridge. Simply pre-aim this corner, left click throw. Really effective if anybody's being aggressive towards A, B apartments. Just simply jump on top of the lamp. You can see if anybody's playing balcony, and you can even try to spot somebody if somebody's playing car. When they removed the ledge, I think this position has become really OP, but not so many people tend to use it. So the second smoke that I wanted to show is this one over here. If you're a viewer of mine, you've probably seen it. Basically, there's this line on the wall and there's like a stain that sticks out over here. I don't know if you see it, guys, but you want to aim a little bit to the right of it and simple left click throw. It will leave a gap on the left side and you can try to peek and challenge kitchen. So if a guy is sitting here, either he's gonna proceed pushing out and you're gonna catch him, or he's gonna just simply sit here and think that he sees you even though he doesn't. So it should be an easy kill for you. Of course, you can play around the smoke like a regular cross smoke and try to open B. So now on CD side, we're still gonna focus towards the B side. I'm gonna show you all the nades you need. Most of these will be from a video I made a while back, how to hold B. I'm gonna put it on the right side of your screen right now. If you guys want to check it out, I talk more in depth there than I will here. So basically, I'm gonna show you the lineups. If your guys are stacking A, this is a great smoke. And of course, if you want to support your teammate who wants to push apartments, this is a great smoke as well. So what you want to do, come here, pre-aim the middle of this pillar, simple jump throw. Most of you guys probably already know it lands over here. In the entrance, if T's are coming, they will probably stop because they don't know what's happening on the other side. So another great thing, perhaps if a B rush is coming, this is a great pop flash. If you jump out of kitchen, come here, you have a guy playing car, he asks for a support flash, you just simply throw it like this. There's this line over here, go up until the metal thing and simple left click throw. If your guy is playing car, what he can do, he can come barrel right here and simply jump and duck at the same time. You will have almost zero recoil over here. If your guys are taking B apartments with that smoke that I showed you previously, you can throw this Molotov right here. I have managed to make like a feel for it when to release, but I found a lineup that you just simply have to go until the end of this corner over here. So basically like this, and just release, and the Molotov lands right here in apartments. So pretty much simple as that. Of course, you can smoke B apps the default way by just jumping out, bouncing it off the wall for your teammate, or you can not jump, but stand next to this bin, a little bit to the left from this thingy over here. Simple left click throw, gonna bounce off the wall and inside of the entrance. So great to know both of these, and of course, as I said in the video on how to play B and how to be good at B, be passive, stay alive as long as you can. It's really important that you make your rotating players rotate towards you and help you out before the guys plant the bomb and have all the positions secured. So survive, try to get any picks that you can, play around, and yeah, pretty much it. Watch the video for more info. I haven't talked that much about A side and how I play it, so I think this is a great time for me to show you guys what I do when I play A side. I usually play up close towards shadow or under palace or however you want to call it. So either I play here, there's so many positions actually that you can play on A if you think about it. There's pretty much mind games all over the place, but if you're playing under shadow, be aware that when T's are coming out, all of them have right eye peek. So you don't want to be in the open waiting for them. You just want to try to hear them out and then peek. So basically what you want to do is you want to sit in default right here, right? And then perhaps you want to peek from the right side, check if somebody's there, or go from the left side, check if anybody's there. Because if the T's come out and you perhaps sit in this position, they're gonna spot you out first and just simply kill you. I can link a video on how right eye and left eye peeks works for you guys to more understand that, but it's really important that you keep this one in mind when playing A side. So I'm gonna show you the ramp smoke. Pretty simple. Go right here and just simply go up until these two pillars and simply left click throw. This will give you a pretty nice deep ramp smoke that T's can't abuse. Afterwards, when you have to re-smoke, or if your teammate threw the smoke, there is like this line over here that I usually pre-aim Pretty much it doesn't matter how far you stand from it, just simply pre-aim it and left click throw. It's gonna give the same perfect ramp smoke that before, of course. And perhaps when you're playing side default, they're coming out from shadow. Of course, most of you guys know this flash that you can peek with. And from default, what you can do, you can use this wall that I haven't seen so many players using it, but I use this flash and it's so freaking effective when it comes to getting kills. Just simply peek with it and try to get as many free kills as you can. Another great thing to do if they Molotov shadow is just slowly creeping up. If you have a smoke over here, if anybody's controlling palace for you, you can try to come up here, check palace, and if nobody's there, you can try to challenge Tetris. Again, don't forget about the left eye peek. Of course, it's not as big of an impact as you might think it is, but of course it leaves some impact. You might get killed in those positions. When it comes to opping, it's more important to know how to peek. I think it's like the #1 thing for oppers to know what is a left eye and right eye peek. So next up, what do we have next up? So basically I showed you the both ramp smokes. Pretty simple. When it comes to playing positions, don't forget that there's connector as well. If you don't have a guy con, you have another guy on site with you. It's important for you to check connector. It's really OP to play this box as well. You can spot both positions at the same time, even lower if guys are pushing up connector, you can see them. I tend to jump up here as well, just like this if I have a ramp smoke. Just simply checking if somebody's peeking con, then getting a free kill and falling back. So you have to be creative with your positioning. And perhaps if you're playing an eco round and if you get like perhaps a first spawn, what I tend to do is I rush towards palace. I just simply take this route, go from this first part, just jump up really fast and simple. Take your M4 out or your MP9 out or whatever, or your pistol out when you're pushing, and you can gather so much information really quick, and sometimes you can even get a free kill. So it's pretty simple when it comes to playing A. I'm trying to be as aggressive as I can towards A ramp, try to get as many kills as I can. Sometimes I even ask for my teammate for a flash when the smoke fades, and then I go and check ramp if anybody's playing here. I don't go too deep if I'm not sure if somebody's playing A apps or not, because he can give up information about A ramp that perhaps the CDs are pushing, be careful and stuff like that. So yeah, but if nobody's ramp, I tend to push without any smokes or any flashes. You can gather so much information by just pushing here. Sometimes if it's like 50 seconds left and I know they're still top mid and they haven't decided where to go, I usually stand here, and there's so many situations where you just kill the bomb planter and most of the guys are coming out from connector, and it should be an easy round for win for you. So be creative when playing. You have to understand the game, and it will definitely reward you with free kills if you're playing it correctly. Don't be too aggressive if they're playing ramp. I tend to just simply fall back to A side or swap positions with the connector player. If somebody's like being too aggressive towards A, I just don't know how to play slow this side. So it's easier for me to come here and play towards mid. So now in mid, last but not least, of course, I'm gonna try to talk about all the positions, about short, about connector and window, of course. There's so much things to talk about. I might miss something out, but definitely first and foremost with the window, or what I suggest if you're opping, is that you learn how to jump short, because it's so OP that you can get into this position. I have a video on this as well if you guys want to check it out. I'm gonna leave it on the right side of the screen right now as well. So basically you can get in this position right here. If they smoke off top mid, they're definitely gonna flash over, so you just simply stay here, wait for the flash to pop, then you peek with your op, M4, AUG, doesn't matter which you have in hand, just simply peek and you will definitely get awarded a kill for just simply knowing the jump. So that's that. Next up, when somebody's throwing a perhaps like a window smoke, you can throw a Molotov already coming towards window. So what you can do is you can throw a Molotov just like that. It's gonna land in window. And if they smoke window, it's gonna extinguish the smoke, and you can peek on the right side. There will be a gap right here, but be aware that if a T is top mid right here, and he's perhaps like throwing Molotov connector, he's gonna hear you extinguishing that smoke. So he's gonna know that there's a gap. So probably there will be a top mid smoke once again. What you can do is you can jump out and try to get this bench control. You can sit here. If you have a guy connector, he can try to extinguish the Molotov so you have more space. You can try to challenge one guy, fall back connector. All you need is that entry kill, which is so easy to get on CT side if you're being creative about your positioning. So don't be afraid to challenge your enemies, especially if you have an op. It's so easy to get a kill there. So yeah, I'm gonna move forward towards connector. What I tend to do when playing con, either you smoke off connector running like this, but frequently what I've been using is this one-way smoke right here. Just by simply coming in the corner, there's this dot over here, and just simply right click throw. This is a great smoke if you want to peek top mid. As you can see, these won't be able to see you from the other side. It's gonna look like the whole connector is smoked off, and you're just probably gonna get another simple kill. It's pretty good that you can go in the smoke further in as well. You can see if anybody's crossing. Even if you miss a few bullets while they're crossing, you can try to just simply catch them off and then fall back once again. You don't have to play inside of connector if you're not aware of any underpass aggression or anything else. And now moving to short, what your teammate can do, he can help you out. It's pretty valuable information right here. I tend to help my teammates out, especially those who are playing connector. Don't think about yourself that much. Think about that connector position more, because it's really important that if you proceed to fight for it, then do so correctly. You can smoke off just like that while standing here and open, or you can come right here and just simply smoke it like this. There's this edge over here. Go a little bit to the left side. Excuse me. A little bit higher. And it will smoke off connector as well. Just like that. The first one is a bit deeper, but this one ain't as bad as well. If you guys want to stay safe, your teammate can jump up here and peek underpass as well. So be aware of these nades that you can use them and help your teammates out. Of course, you can help your teammates by flashing top mid from carpet right here on short. Simply like that, you can flash top mid. If you're playing connector, you can flash over this wall or flash like this to get it deeper. If you're going from ramp, of course you're gonna probably Molotov, then you can jump, throw the flash towards the mid and help your teammate out. If I'm playing window and I see a few guys in mid and my teammates are asking for flash, what I do is instead of throwing from window, I come right here and jump throw the flashes like this. And these two flashes will get most of the top mid. Somebody's playing here, they're gonna get flashed and your teammate can peek out and try to get a free kill. So it's really valuable to know these two as well. As you can see, these two go further deeper than throwing a flash like this. So it's better to fall back. I haven't seen so many players use this flash, but it's really effective when you know how to do so. Of course, you can help out your team by flashing underpass as well if somebody's wants to peek. As you can see, perfect underpass flash. Just so you know, there's so many flashbangs that you can use while playing mid to help your teammates out. Of course, if there's a guy playing connector and you have an op mid, what you can do is to help your teammate out when they Molotov, just simply smoke off and you should be safe. So as you can see, if there will be an incoming Molotov, just like that, it's not gonna burn, and your teammate can jump out and check if somebody's pushing top mid, try to get a kill and fall back. So that's a great team play. Be aware of this, be aware of what you can do. It's really simple if you put your mind to it, and if you guys are fast thinkers, it's gonna be so easy for you to get easy kills, easy round wins. Just keep this one in mind. And that will be it for today's video. I want to thank you guys for tuning in once again. Thank you once again for 7k subs and 1 million views. It means a lot to me. And yeah, as I said in the intro, don't forget to leave a like or a dislike depending on how you saw the video. Thank you once again, and yeah, it was Serex, and I'll see you very soon.